Welcome back to Grizz Vision here on OUGrizzlies.com. My name is Neil Rule. We're here with redshirt junior from the men's soccer team, Nicholas Kristock. And Nicholas, wanted to catch up with you. Recently, you made history here at Oakland University as far as athletics is concerned. You won the Oakland University Human Relations Award. It's a distinguished academic award. You're the first athlete ever to win it.
Yeah, I was pretty excited when I heard. I didn't know a lot about it when I actually got nominated, but how it was explained to me was that it was kind of the pinnacle in a senior graduating of service, leadership, and academics. So definitely humbled and honored to receive it.
And you and I, in conversations we've had before, you've talked about it to me, and you said that you have personally put it on your shoulders that you want to be one of the leaders in kind of dispelling that whole athlete classroom misnomer that some people might have. You take a lot of pride in that, don't you?
Absolutely. Every time I step into a new class, beginning of the semester, that's one of the main things that I want to accomplish.
And what is it about that? I mean, why you? You know, Nicholas, why do you say, I'm going to be the one that's going to change how athletes are perceived?
It's a good question. I think, and this isn't something that I knew freshman year, but I really think that role, I do it because it's the right thing to do. I don't step into those roles for the awards, and I know that they can come with it, but I step into the role as a student-athlete liaison outside of the athletic center because it's the right thing to do. It's what athletics needs to grow. And I think that, you know, many other people in my position would do the same thing just because it's the right thing to do.
Right, and you talk about it being the right thing to do. Where does that come from? For you personally, now everybody always wants to do the right thing, yeah. Don't get me wrong, but where does that come from for you personally?
Just that whole mentality of leadership. You know, it's something my father instilled in me. He definitely taught me that leadership is the right thing to do. And really just throughout my life, leadership has just been always there. It's been a rock. It's something that I'm passionate about. I just conducted my senior thesis research on leadership. So really just any situation where I can be a leader, where I know it's the right thing to do to be a leader, I'm going to step into it. And this was the next big thing that presented me when I stepped into college. So.
And speaking of leaders, the leader on your team, the coach, head coach, Eric Pogue, he had some pretty nice remarks about you. He said that you were one of the finest men ever to walk through the doors at Oakland University, not just on the athletic field, but the university as a whole. How does that make you feel when your head coach recognizes your efforts and you talk about it wanting to all encompass between the classroom and on the field? How does that make you feel when Coach Pogue says something like that about you?
Definitely proud, you know, proud and humble when he says something like that. And I just hope that, you know, even if, you know, my name is just a name that does eventually get forgotten, you know, maybe it turns into, hey, remember that men's soccer player, you know, that was, you know, just, you know, a great leader and a good guy off the field, a good man. And then soon it can be, you know, do you remember those student athletes? They were, you know, good men and women of Oakland University. And soon that will be the standard, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's just, if you can take it up a notch, then soon everyone follows and, you know, you raise that bar a little bit more every day and it becomes the standard. And that's where I want OU athletics to be.
And Coach Pogue, I know, he looks for people like yourself, people that you can depend on the field, people that are good people in the classroom, great students as well. You really feel like you're carrying on that tradition of what men's soccer is supposed to be here at Oakland.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Coming in my recruiting class, I was probably 28 of 29 as far as, you know, depth-wise. But I think that's why Coach Pogue brought me on, because he knew that, you know, I'm going to be at 28th, but there's no way I'm going to rest until, you know, I'm making my way up to the top, making improvements every single day. And thankfully I have, and so looking to continue that on into my senior season.
And an award like this, how does that translate on the field? You know, because you talk about leadership, and you're a guy, you know, given the success you've had in the classroom, you're a guy that can be counted on to lead. I mean, is that something that you'll use as far as on the field?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, and the award itself, you know, establishes leadership. But I think the huge thing about, and especially about the men's soccer team, I see it in other athletic programs as well, is that, you know, there's 11 guys that play on the field, and even there's 20 guys on the team. All 20 are leaders within their own right. It just so happens that myself and Luke Diener, you know, we wear a captain's band. We get to talk to the referee, but all 20 of the guys on the field are leaders. So while this award does, you know, instill a little bit more confidence in myself as a leader, I hope that it just opens doors for people to say, hey, let me go check out the men's soccer team. You know, that's a group of 20 leaders. It just so happens that this guy got the award, but, you know, that's a special group of guys, and wow, that's a special group of athletes at Oakland.
Well, Nicholas, we appreciate the time. Thank you for joining us, and congratulations again. We really appreciate the time.
I appreciate it, Neil. Thank you.